What's going on? So, continuing to do my series on looking at the different mental health disorders throughout the Naruto universe, we're going to continue looking at some of the different mental health disorders and the symptoms and impacts that affect all the ninjas throughout the Naruto universe. So moving forward, I am going to be as professional and respectful and courteous as I can when approaching all these different mental health disorders. I'll be using some different criteria like symptoms and different behaviors attached to those mental health disorders, and you'll see this as a common thread throughout the Naruto universe is PTSD as a common theme. So when looking at it, I'm going to be using my DSM-5, which is a standard in my field of counseling. This book is what's going to help me pinpoint some distinct disorders. And in Naruto, there are thousands of different ninjas, and I'm going to tell you this, pretty much every ninja has multiple mental health disorders, and you'll see that as a common theme as well. Alright, just getting right into it, today's subject is going to be none other than Sasuke Uchiha himself. So, when I was going through and looking at Sasuke, I recognized two mental health disorders right out of the gate, and I'm still working on more. But the first one we see is pretty clear that even so much so Stevie Wonder can see it. But I'm going to be talking about his PTSD. So, PTSD is characterized by the symptoms above: flashbacks, anxiety or panic attacks, avoidance, reoccurring nightmares, hypervigilance, and exaggerated startled responses. So, PTSD can be classified into four criteria. 1 is directly experiencing traumatic events. 2 is witnessing in person the events as it occurred to others. 3 is learning of the traumatic events to a family member or a loved one. 4 is experiencing repeated traumatic events over and over. And we clearly see that with the way Itachi and Sasuke had their relationship and their special night together. And this cycle is repeated over and over and over, all the way until the very end, until he finds out that his brother didn't even want to kill him. It was all a mass farce and charade. So the next disorder is a variation of PTSD called PTED, post-traumatic embitterment disorder. Now, when we start looking at PTED, some of the main causes are these four right here, such as humiliation, vilification, breach of trust, and injustice or perceived injustice. If that doesn't fit Sasuke to a T, I don't know. Now, here are 7 pieces that come along with PTED, such as inability to remember important aspects, persistent and aggravated negative beliefs, distorted cognitions, persistent negative emotional states, diminished interest, feelings of detachment, and persistent inability to form positive emotions. But there are additional, such as feelings of helplessness, self-blame, rejection of help, dysphoria, aggression, downheartedness, and so on. So that's the two biggest things that I recognize after going through Sasuke Uchiha's profile, is the variations of PTSD and PTED that he's suffering from. Both are on a moderate to a high level scale. This man has experienced repeated trauma over and over from the age of about 6 or 7, and it has kept going through a majority of his life in some fashion or another. But what would you really expect from a clan such as the Uchiha that, to awaken their MS, they have to destroy someone that they love? If that's not the true cycle of hatred, I don't know what is. So that's it for me today, everyone. Let me know how you liked this episode, and let me know what character that you'd like to see me do next. Be good, be rad, and be weeby, fam.